What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. Doing an impromptu, jumping on. I would have given you guys more leeway, but I was on the food truck today. Food truck mama. Happy Mother's Day weekend to all the moms out there. I hope you're doing something amazing. So, when you come on in here, let me know you're in here. Drop your name. Give me a like on your way in. Drop your name, and then I want to do some free readings today. The other night when I did Oracle on Wednesday, well, I've got these 8 oracles sitting here, and the angel said, "Do not put it away." And so here I am, and I'm going to do a collective message first, and then I'm going to roll the dice and do some oracle for those of you that are here. So if you would love an oracle reading from me, go ahead and drop it, and I will do it right here, right now. This is how it works. Some of you who've been on my Facebook, in my Facebook group, Infinite Energy, which there is a link on my page in the upper right hand corner, Infinite Energy on Facebook. Old school. This is what I used to do. Sunday Fun Day. Every Sunday I would go live and I would do some free readings. And tonight, the angels, I was sitting down. I've been feeling this energy. I know you're feeling it too, because always is happening for one is happening for all. Diane says, "Wow, what a coincidence. I was watching your rainbow class video. That is so awesome." And this gives us an opportunity to talk about that. And yes, I need to go. I've been wanting to go live with a couple of my students that just finished. Hey, Maria. My sleep patterns are off. So fortunately, I'm awake to join you. And you guys, I'm doing some readings tonight and right now. I had time, and there feels like a need because there's a lot of energy, like swirls and twirls. And so I want to be of service. If you're just joining in, I mentioned that I have all this oracle right here from the other night. I was told to grab out 8 oracle and to roll the dice. And so that's what I'm going to do with you guys. So if you would like a free reading from me, just go ahead and let me know. Just give me a yes, and I will do it for you. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and do a collective, a daily insight, because I was just like, I was at work today and I was feeling it. I was feeling great. And then I kind of came home and I started to feel this anxiety, right? And I'm very aware. I was pal number 3, pal number 2 and 3 the other night, and so I'm really aware that. And I know I'm a very ancient soul. So those of you that are finding this, most likely while we're live, are very ancient souls as well, because we have some stuff going on. We are going back, right, y'all? Okay, you're both gonna get one. So I was just like, right away, I was like, man, what is going on? I did a clearing for myself and my family. And then I was feeling it. I was like, I'm feeling like we need to go live and share something. So the crystals wanted to come forward. They have been coming up. There's a lot of changes in the vibrations and the frequencies right now. So, how can we maneuver and how can we find out what's going on, right? Because it just feels, well, we just had a lunar eclipse, and there's just a lot happening. And I'm going to figure out this. I'm sorry about the in and out of this lighting. I'm going to figure it out one of these days. My daughter, she gave me her laptop. Isn't that sweet? So I did 4 pre shuffles. So just so you know, we're going to start with angel number 444. And do you know what that means to me right away without looking it up? But I will look it up because I believe the angels want to share a special message through that. But to me, 444 always means you're in the right place at the right time. And I've got goosebumps. So that is exactly what it means. And you two that are here with me right now are definitely in the right place at the right time. So I'm really happy to step forward. But we're going to go ahead and do a couple shuffles. We're going to go ahead and do a couple cards to kind of get a read on this energy for us all, because it's like, what's going on? So I pre-shuffled, and I was like, okay, we're ready to go. And the angels were like, no. And I saw this was on bottom, and I shuffled again, and I laughed because it was on bottom again. So this is what we're starting with. There's a beautiful, look at this. Isn't this gorgeous, you guys? This is the theme that we're starting with right now. And do you want to know what this actual cobalt aura is all about? It's pretty awesome because this is what I was feeling. It's these deep, rich, deep greens, these blues, these purples. And basically, this is really talking about an awakening for those who were on the Atlantean timeline. Okay, so I wanted to share this with you that this in the center is called the Star of Creation. All the way in the center there, you see it? And it says here that there are ancient codes within your memory banks. These codes contain a new potential that is not yet realized. These codes were placed deep within your memory banks before the later stages of Atlantis to await activation in this lifetime. Wow. I that was when I get the goosebumps, they're always truth bumps, right? But that was a deep one. I felt a quiver in the bottom of my heart here. Holy moly. The star of creation, it's a glyph that is the ability to restore what was forgotten, to remind you of your Atlantean light. And those of you that follow me, I teach a little differently, and that's okay, and I'm happy that for those that resonate with it. But when we're talking about the Atlantean timeline, we're talking about two things. We're talking about the Earth Star Chakra, and we're also kind of talking about the timeline of the gods. Okay. So if you've got like a lot of that type of energy coming forward, then I would say you are definitely for in the right place at the right time. So let's go ahead and do a couple shuffles. We've got rose quartz, and here we are. Rose colored glasses is what I was told to use. It's time to look through our rose colored glasses to realize that really what the energy is happening, the energy that's really kind of grabbing at us a little bit is for us. Okay, so that's the biggest message that I'm getting right away. I love the confirmation. Thank you, angels, with the rose quartz because the rose colored glasses. I just love that. But also, this is talking about getting in balance, but specifically cooperating with the Earth Star. And we know we've had a collective Earth Star activation, about a month ago. I am sorry, it's driving me nuts. I'm just going to have to go a little lower. Okay. So that's okay. We'll look at the cards. So we've got this rose quartz coming forward. This was one of the cards. This could be highlighting too, because I'm getting a reminder of that reading that I just did, and I believe rose quartz was there. So this is just maybe double confirmation that if you got that in that particular reading, that again, it's coming up to kind of say hello and do a little reminder that you can grid this. Okay. I recommend putting a grid of this. And as much as we love the color pink and we think of love, you know what this is? Rose quartz dissolves fear. It literally dissolves fear. And it actually it goes when I in my Rainbow Bridge class that actually Diana was just checking out. When I give rose quartz, it pairs with carnation, and it actually goes in all the chakras. So it is something that expands everything. It expands our grounding, our unconditional love, our safety. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful tonic. It's kind of a tonic, a little stronger than a tonic for everything. But where I was feeling the energy really big time was in my heart chakra. Okay, here we got this sugar light, a shift going on. And I'm getting the turtle vibe here. I'm totally getting the turtle vibe here. But look at how there's this coming into the center. Okay. So it's like, for me, what this feels like is like a rock, a shift. I'm feeling a shift like of a rock. And isn't that interesting? Because when one little rock shifts, it's like it shifts everything else above it or even potentially below it, right? So it's like there's been this shift, and it seems like maybe ever so slightly, but at the same point in time, it it definitely seems to have a big impact. Wow. I'm getting you're being highlighted. You're the star. Okay. You're the star front and center. And look at all that energy going on in the background. And so the angels are like, yeah, you've aligned. You're here. This is a vibration of 11. This is here. We've got some changes going on and they're for you. Okay. This is just another confirmation that this energy is for you. Okay. So no matter how freaky deaky it feels, I am with you. No, number one, you are not alone. And no, number two, that this is for you. This is, to me, this has been what we've been talking about, an undoing so that we can become, an undoing so that we can become, to step into those light codes, to step into that ancient knowledge, right? Okay. I love this that the 45 is coming up, okay? Because this is the energy that we said we were going to be transforming into, this number 45, which is all about the solar plexus and the heart. We've got Hollandite here, and look, it's very grounding. Notice how everything's going to the center, right? Everything's going for the center, and it's like, look at, you're so surrounded. No matter where, no matter what you're feeling, there's a lot of energy around you. Okay. So definitely feel free to, as much as needed, call your power back, right? Definitely call your power back. Some of you are timeline shifting. Okay. And there's also some energy I feel that's trying to pull back. Okay. So a big message I've been getting just for myself. So and it wants to come up. Yeah, Papa don't preach. Okay. And this came up on the pre-shuffle, and this is letting me know there's crown. See, there's some crown activation going on right now. You're the star of the show. Okay, you're in the middle, but there's some energies trying to come back in, and it's because we're unbecoming to become. And some of this energy is unfamiliar, and that's why it's kind of like freaky deaky. Like that's the word I keep coming up with. Okay. So let's go how we're gonna get four. We're getting four cards about the energy and the vibration about this structure that's emerging for us. We've got pink opal. Okay. Now pink opal, number 7. Here's the magic. We've got a lot going on in that heart chakra. Okay. Specifically, this heart awakening. Those of you that resonate with being in a heart awakening, hey Shamar, would you like a free reading? I'm going to do one, my friend. Definitely not an anxious soul, but very grounded. I I I bedbound with severe chronic illness. Oh, Maria, sending you so much love and light. So your body is feeling it, but you're very grounded. I love that. Yeah, I wasn't feeling really anxious until like all of a sudden. And it was like in my heart chakra. And I just had to take a center. But there is a knowing that there's some backwards movement going on for me. So I don't know if anyone else feels that. So that's why things are kind of weird. But this pink opal here is coming up because this is really kind of showing me this is the energy we're feeling with this heart awakening. Those of you that are experiencing this heart awakening, do you see there's these energies they're trying to kind of creep back in? And it's like, nope, that's not going to happen. Okay, that's not going to happen. I was wondering, what will we win it? Well, you know what? I'm going to just stay on and do a couple readings. So I think it just depends, but you three are first. Okay. So yeah, look at this, you guys. We are so getting a theme. Okay. So we got number 7, pink opal. We've got number 47, pink smithsonite.
Can I play in the rain?
In the backyard. We've got green tourmaline, which was another one that came up on our reading. Hey, Deb. What's up, my girl? And we've got labradorite. Okay. So these are the 4 coming up, talking about this crown, stepping into this crown. This is what I'm feeling, this energy. Like there's this energy. Like just take a look at here. What I'm seeing is there's these energies. They're trying to come back in, but it's like, nope, you can't do that. And so our angels are stepping up for us, right? But there's definitely something going on here with that heart awakening. So those of you that have been expanding in your heart space, right? Know that there's some energies that are trying to come back in. So use your discernment, right? You can use your body as a pendulum. If you didn't know that, I'd be happy to there's some tutorials out there. You can use your pendulum. And some people are very ungrounded right now. Use your intuition, okay? Because those of you that are dealing with these energies, to me, you're very spiritual, you're very aware. So really just trust yourself, okay? I'm just coming in to kind of confirm. Just kind of confirm. Look at all this. Like this is you in the center. Look at you've got all this angel and all these really incredible vibrations, and then like this defense system. But yeah, on the outskirts, there's some energy trying to weasel in. Okay. Now in the attunements that I give, pink opal pairs with stargazer lily. So it's really about calling in peace. I'm kind of hearing that message from Archangel Haniel about calling into the peace. And it's like, you are so powerful, my friends. We are so powerful that if we believe that there are energies that are out to get us, guess what? We're right. We're right. Deb, stay on. I'm doing some free readings tonight. Now, look at this. Here's the pink smithsonite, number 47. Okay, again, we've got a number 11. Look at all these like archways. Okay, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different pathways. And that's what they look like. And it's just like what I'm getting is I'm actually feeling the chakras here in alignment to the pathways for the chakras. Hold on a second. What do you need, honey?
Can I please go up front? There's
No,
photos back
You
there.
cannot. Thanks. You have to wait till I'm done. Okay. My little one wants to go outside. Sorry, not when mom's on here. Okay. Oh, you got 40. Oh, there you go. So I'm not exactly 100% familiar with this particular card. And since it came up, let's get a little familiar, right? This is a great time to get familiar. Number 47. I don't think I've ever pulled this one. Okay, so pink smithsonite. Oh, I have heard of this one. And I wrote down that I heard blast off. This is for your heart chakra. No surprise there. Okay. And it's got a hint of violet with some rich, deep browns. Okay. I love these cards. Aren't they stunning, you guys? I just love them, love them, love them. Let's read this because I feel like there's a message here. There will be times in your journey where you're asked to be active, and other times where you need to let go and rest is required. This attunement encourages a relaxing surrendering to the celestial flow of light that will support you on the new earth. You have been on an incredibly long and arduous journey spread throughout many lives. To be here has taken perseverance and determination. This attunement deeply nurtures restorative energy that reminds you of being at rest, trust, and breathe in the celestial light that supports you and all as you continue to unfold your light. Oh my gosh, I am so excited that I just pulled that because what a beautiful mandala. What a gorgeous energy. And almost looks like, oh my goodness, you guys. Well, I cannot unsee it, but what I see is this like leopard energy, okay? This leopard energy. And it's like with this rest, okay, with this like pulling back, it's like you there's energies falling off and there's new energies coming in, and I feel like it's light. And sometimes the light can be, when light comes in, it can be really confusing. Okay, it can cause all different kinds of symptoms. It can cause some people get pain, and it's just because uh, a lot of times people are just a little nervous, right? So let's see. I see 1111 all the time. Yeah, I know that's a huge one. First thing that came to my mind was the 8 dimensions. Yeah, Diane, you and I are so on the same page, girl. So when I am saying the 8 chakras, I am also talking the 8 dimensions. So I believe that the chakras are not only a beautiful communication system for us to communicate with ourselves and our guides, but also with the cosmos and the celestial bodies as themselves. And I do look at our chakras as actual dimensions. And they do come through as different dimensions. As I said, the Earth Star chakra comes in as Atlantis, okay, which I love that. And then root chakra is Egypt. There's a lot of work going on that one, okay. And then we've got the sacral, which is more the Lemurian, like Venus energy. Okay. And we go up and up and up. So I love that you're feeling that. Now, here's some more magic. So look at this. Spirit is coming here. Okay. They are here. You have found your way here. Remember, 444, right place, right time. We've got a 7. Okay. Integrate with the Earth Star. Integrate. Integrate with the mother. We've got the 11, align with the relaxation. We've got you covered. Look at, it's like you've got this safety net all around. Okay, I didn't see that until now, but look at that. We just have this like, it's like you are so protected. And look at this. I'm even seeing an eye. Okay, so really kind of protecting. When I'm saying protecting the eye, I mean protecting yourself from your own eye, because there, what I'm noticing, and I started this the other day in Oracle, is like I'll close my eyes. As you know, I see, like I refer to it as the dark matter. Okay. And I was like, what is going on? And this is when I knew that I was going backwards. So there's energies moving in my third eye, but I'm not feeling those energies. Okay. So don't let your eye trick you. Don't let your eye trick you. Okay. Because for some of us, that can happen. Now, the third card, we've got another number 7. Look at this, mirrored numbers. Number 61 and number 16. 7 and 7 around that 11. Wow. Okay. And this also came up the other day. And this is that turtle energy I was feeling. I always feel green tourmaline is that energy. And what Spirit is saying is like, no matter what's happening, don't allow yourself to jump to conclusions. Don't allow yourself to jump into the pool of the fear. Instead, sing your soul song. Let your soul sing, smile, turn on the music, watch funny movies. If you're feeling a shift, because I'm feeling them too, not like all day long, but there's like, I'm like, whoa, what was that? Like the knot, like someone turned up the knob. Okay. It's like, oh, let's just turn it up for Michelle a little bit, right? And so if you're feeling like that, this is letting you know, okay, hold on, let's do something. So I've been taking some salt baths lately. That has been really huge. Okay. So if you're feeling a lot of energy and you're not really sure where to go with it, these are some suggestions. And then we're going to finish with one more 7. Okay. So we've got 7, 11, 7, 7. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. And we've got the rainbow coming in here with these. Labradorite is like this beautiful gray iridescent rainbow, right? Such a gorgeous. The mandala is not even as stunning. Look at this, you guys. Look at this card. What are you seeing? I mean, I am seeing so much in here. And what I'm seeing right here in the center, I'm seeing these energies, and I feel like they're false energies. Okay. So I'm just getting a theme here about these energies and about this transformation process. So keep yourself centered is a very consistent theme. Okay. Keep yourself centered. Okay. You know what? I feel like there's a message in that labradorite as well. Let's see what this guy has to say about labradorite. Labradorite is a great, I use labradorite with, if you're doing any gridding, okay, like for my home grid, I use labradorite with some darker black tourmaline. So it's got a combination, like I don't really like to use the word, as you guys know, I'm not a big fan of the word protection, but I am a huge fan of the word preservation. Okay. So you absolutely want to preserve your energy. Okay. So yeah, the guardian of the veil. Wow. The guardian of the veil. Okay. So let's see what this author has to say. There's a lot in here. Okay. Hold on. They usually have something. Okay. Here we go. All right. Labradorite, okay, is here to express your magic unhindered by any restrictions. Be thy in yourself or the world. You have accessed my glyph, and you will reconfigure and activate your inner vision so that you can travel through the higher veils that were previously unknown to humanity. Your body will not be able to stop through the veil without the adjustments that they would have previously when necessary. What was once incomprehensible will now be known. For these veils hold keys to your future knowledge, and the ability to access them will serve your unfolding. So, we're getting a very consistent message here, my friends, that there is ancient knowledge being discovered. Okay. So, if many of you are ancient souls that have been led here, so let's go ahead and do some individual readings. I'm going to start with Maria said first. Thank you first. So we're going to do her. I'm going to get to everybody because there's 5 of you on here right now. I'm going to take you down here. All right. So Maria, you got a 3. Okay. So I already did a list. Here it is. Let me grab it out. So number 3 says, okay, we've got the emergence oracle. So something is emerging for you, and it feels like some prosperity. That's a very this particular oracle I'm very tied to because one of my friends created it. It's like her labor. It's like her baby, right? So we're gonna do definitely. We've got 5 shuffles, 5 cards, and this is what the channeled message was: shift, shift, overdrive. Shift, shift, overdrive. Now, this particular oracle did come in as well the other day. So this might actually, if you picked, I think it was pile number 3. So Maria, if you chose pile number 3, that might be for you. Look at, there's a new beginning right in front of you. Okay. A new beginning. And whenever you see these cards too, Maria, there's some fast moving energy around you. Okay. So some super conduction happening. And that's really probably why these, yes. So here's the mouse. Now, this mouse is letting you know a couple things. First of all, to pay attention to your surroundings, but also to it's like what I'm feeling here. Actually, what I'm feeling more than anything is like you know your way around. So you know what's for you, what's not for you. And it's like just like the mouse who is, definitely very hunted after, it doesn't like allow that to keep it from maneuvering and living its life. And I'm feeling this is definitely the same thing for you. Now there is one little funny, I wasn't going to say it, but there's one little caution is it says details. So maybe at this particular time, if you're somebody who's really intellectual, loves to learn about different things, hey, high five, me too. I love it. But maybe at this time, it may not be the best vibrational time for that. So whatever makes you start to overthink, let's actually let that come up, and we're not going to like push it back down, right? But let's not jump into the details, and let's do our best just to let it go and just release it. Okay, so that's my biggest tip that's coming through there. Ooh, we got the snowy owl, okay, and clairvoyance. So yeah, here's that mask again. And what I'm getting here is I'm just getting, we're going to keep going, but I'm just getting, be open. Be open. Free. Look at the snowy owl is telling me like freeze, pay attention. There's something to unmask. And at the same point in time, this is what I was feeling. Yeah, this clairvoyance. It's like you know your way around in the spiritual realm is what I'm feeling. So I hope this is resonating with you, Maria. I feel a really good energy about you. Ooh, stepping into your queendom, are you? Okay. Not only are you stepping into your queendom, which is your solar plexus, so there's some expansion happening there. And, as I'm saying that, I'm kind of feeling a little bit. Have you been having any stomach issues? Have you been having any like nervousness, butterflies not nervousness, but like butterfly feeling in the tummy? Because I'm getting that this is related to stepping into your crown. Okay. So for you, I'm getting that there's an unfolding happening here in this crown area. And we were getting that collectively for us all. This is this energy is like there's this energy of this crown. Okay, this crown activation, and that's what Papagoy is also. It is an activation for the crown chakra. And so it's just like here, spirit's telling us through the two, just be in one with the magic. Just let the magic guide you, let whatever resonates guide you, let the rest fall away, right? Because it's like you can do things that others can't. And I'm getting this is because you've been through a lot and you see things in a different light. It's really beautiful, Maria. I hope this. Let me know if these resonate, you guys, because I love giving some personal readings. Yeah, see, this is what I was feeling. I got goosebumps as I'm looking at this card. Okay, so this card came up the other night. Maria, if you haven't had a chance to check out the reading from the other night, I would be curious to know, because I feel like there's some connection here. And this is the bat here, but it's more than that. I feel like there's some auditory, maybe some expansion and some channeling. Have you been getting some messages? I'm kind of feeling like you've been getting some messages and maybe kind of not aware that they are because maybe it's your own voice. I'm hearing it's your own voice. I'm actually hearing, you'll have to let me know, Maria, because I'm hearing that you actually are a strong channel. So you'll have to let me know. I want to read here. Beautiful oracle. Thank you. Definitely resonating. My solar plexus is very active. Yes. I was meditating last Saturday and beckoning through Jesus through a white door. Oh gosh, I have full blown goosebumps, Maria. Okay, so you look at it, you're in that sonar, right? And I think your angels are trying to get your attention here. I've got so many goosebumps. Your angels are trying to let you know that you are channeling some information, but potentially you're unaware because it's coming in as your voice, and maybe you're expecting something different. So I don't know if that resonates with you, okay? But that is what I'm getting here. And this is an initiation. There's also this purification process now. You guys, no matter where you're at, you guys are all on here. You're probably all experiencing this at night. Some of us, do you see these stars? Like at night, I'm lucid dreaming and I literally see the angels purifying the energies that we're picking up during the day. So there's this purification process going on for some of us ancient souls, some of us grid walkers. We just kind of like collect energies and then at night they're being processed. But this can be a little confusing, especially if you've got some, initiations, which I mean is an expansion to your gifts. So pay attention because you, my friend, are in the know. You are in the know. And if anything, this is just coming to confirm. This is just coming to confirm of these gifts. Yeah, look it. Doesn't want to leave the bottom. Does not want to leave the bottom. Queen bee. Okay. So let's do your 5 cards for you. Oh, yes. Okay. The Venus Rose. Okay. Let me get all 5 out and then I'm going to see what comes. Okay. Now, okay. You really have to check out because this card is reminding me of the wildebeest, which I just did. And I believe that there are some messages in there for you, my friend. Okay. I don't want to lead you, but you'll have to let me know what pile you get. Okay. So, yes, there's healing and abundance for you. And it's like you're being taken down. It's like you've had this process where you're being taken all the way down to the bone. And it feels like, in a lot of ways, I feel like you have made some sacrifices, but Spirit wants you to let you know that that time is over, that it's time for you to rise and to rebirth. Okay. Time for you to rise and rebirth. And this turquoise really is speaking to me. Okay. This turquoise necklace here, which I have to say, Deb, I don't know if you're still on, but those of you that do my rainbow class, this is what the Rainbow Bridge class does. It creates a rosary and it protects your energetic field. And I just feel like there is so much healing around you at this time. Um, yeah, there's that hummingbird energy. Those first eight chakras, I'm hearing the first eight chakras. Keeping yourself grounded. You're a big soul. And so you're feeling so much from the bottom of the bottom to the high of the height. And this is where things can get a little confusing. Okay. So, but this is what's happening. Venus, I feel like you're a Venusian. You're definitely a divine feminine. You definitely have some things that you're stepping forward. You're definitely expanding it in your consciousness. And this is the year of Venus. She is transiting through the cosmos like no other tomorrow. And isn't this gorgeous? This is what Venus does when she goes through the cosmos, you guys. This is what her journey looks like. She creates this beautiful mandala. And what's at the center, again, is a five. So look at the fives are coming in for you. Definitely a shift. Okay. And it's like you feel these little loops. Here we go, loop de loo. Here we go, loop de la. Right? And it's like, but it's all happening for you, and it will make sense because you're the star in the center. And so if you just realize that you're the star in the center, look at this. The goose is on bottom, and this is what I was feeling. You have some stories to share. There's some things coming in, and I'm not saying you're ignoring it, but I have a feeling that you're not picking up on it. But look at this. We're definitely getting a honk honk, hey, we're getting your attention. Pay attention to those things that are coming in because there's something more there that wants to be shared forward. Okay? Yeah, storyteller. I love that. You're emerging. Yeah. Oh, goosebumps. And so there's an integration going on right now. Okay. So it's like, I'm not sure if you feel the need to want to fly there, because sometimes when we emerge, we're like ready, but I'm getting a message. It's not time yet. There's still some gunk and some goose and sticky stuff. There's some sticky stuff, but it's time to really start paying attention to the energies coming in. I definitely recommend that you keep a notebook. Maria, keep a notebook if you don't already. Yeah, because look at this. Wow. Okay. Do you see all this energy? Remember, we were highlighting the crown. This is the energy that we're feeling. Look at the crown of this stag. Are you seeing it? Because this is what's super, super duper interesting. There's a renewal process going on here. So you want to remain still. You don't want to get caught up into all the shifting that's happening between your antlers. Okay. So there's like a bunch of shifts, a bunch of look at this. I'm like, "Ugh," there's a bunch of stuff in the middle, and it's not really for you, but pay attention to the things that drop down. I want to grab this because I feel like there's a message here. Okay. So let's grab the book and let me see what you had to say. Deb says yes. Let's see. Maria says, I was then crossed again by Jesus. Oh, how beautiful. I'm going to be publishing my poems. Oh, Maria, I love that. You'll have to share. Please share. Feel free to share a poem on our community board. We would love to see it. I also write poems. And so, yeah, I was feeling the storyteller. So, see, this is just, honey, this is just coming in. I got goosebumps because it's just coming in to confirm. Um, you just need some confirmation, I feel like. Because you've had a lot, I feel like you've had a lot going on. And and you look at you're expressing yourself, you're trusting your individuality, and there's an initiation at hand because of that. Okay, that's what I feel. Is I feel like you're being taken. Okay, hold on. I keep skipping the page here. It's like right here. Look at it's stuck together. Remember, I was talking about this sticky stuff. Like literally, it is literally stuck together. It didn't want to open. Okay, so we're talking about. I'm gonna hold this up because you could probably write a whole poem about your inspiration just from looking at this picture. That's how talented I feel you are. Okay. Stillness, renewal, purification, fertility, stamina, instincts, and the eye of the heart. While deer is connected with the heart chakra and unconditional love, stag, the male deer, also holds powerful medicine for supporting mental clarity and psychic stamina. Stag encourages us to develop our mental faculties through concentration and meditation, with the ultimate invitation of being allowing the well-wielded mind to be of the highest service to the heart. With glorious antlers that shed and renew each year, representing antennae, that's what I was feeling, we might consider the way radios operate. We plug in and we set the dial to a particular station. Oh my gosh, that's so funny because I was talking about the dial, right? The antenna then sends out the radio request, and the receiver allows the melody that's constantly being emitted through the airwaves to be heard. Our minds and our hearts operate much in the same way as this radio. Our thoughts are continuously sending out signal requests, and our heart is the radio receiver, continuously drawing the requested experiences back to us. Purification of the mind through stillness, focus, and concentration allows us to become more clear, conscious, and coherent channels. And that's what I was feeling. Channeler for receiving higher wisdom and directing the wisdom in service of the heart. So here's an invitation for you, my dear. Dear invites us to go within, to still the mind, connect with the deepest longings of your heart, and listen to feel its melody. Oh, and it just really goes with what we were saying to really get in touch with your soul song, okay? So I hope you enjoyed that reading. Get out there and honk, 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 honk. Let people know what you have to offer because I'm feeling it's going to make a big difference. Maria says, okay, awesome. I hope you enjoyed that, Maria. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to Diane next. Diane, I'm going to you now. Let's roll the die. Ooh, this is fun. I haven't done this for a while. Okay, so we've got the number 6. Okay, so right away, I'm getting this heart awakening. So this is really, I'm actually getting your higher heart. So a lot of what we said probably already really resonates. But there's something that wants to come out about this higher heart awakening that you've been doing. So, well, it's no surprise that the Astro. So we've got the Astro cards coming in for you. Okay, so this is, oh my goodness. So Maria was speaking about this just a moment about Jesus. And so we do have a little message here for you. We're going to be doing the Astro cards, Miss Diane. We're going to do 6 shuffles. We're going to give you 3 cards because your angels are letting you know that you're going through some integration with that higher heart awakening, and they want you to find balance. And this should resonate. It says seal, heal. And then I heard sealed with a kiss, as in Judas. So I'm not really sure if there is some sort of betrayal or something going on, but that's kind of coming up that maybe this is what's working on that higher heart. There's some forgiveness at work. Maria says definitely meditating a lot. Thank you so much. Oh, you are so welcome, Maria. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. I'm not sure if that resonates with you, Diane, about some sort of betrayal. Now, this is what's interesting. I feel so much kismet with you. Isn't this so funny how we meet each other online and I feel it? And you're a very, very, very old soul. I can feel that already, especially because I've been paying attention to a lot of your comments, and we really pick up on a lot of same things. So I feel the longevity with you. But to me, what I'm getting is I don't know if this is something in your current situation because I feel like it's something in a past life. And I feel that you hearing that is going to make a huge difference in this integration process for you. So let's go ahead and do 3 shuffles for you. Yep. Second house, some resources, okay? Something to do with your money, your skills, right? Making something grow. Look at this. Structure being brought in by, 4s are always structured to me, and then being brought in by spirit. So spirit's bringing something up, and then just like this is what I was feeling. Just like okay, like Snow White, she gets the apple right, and she bites it. She's betrayed. I mean, I could think of a couple other things, but there feels like yes, this feels like there's been some sort of betrayal, and it wants to be let go of. It wants to be let go of, but it is kind of something that's at the center point. Okay. Let's just go ahead and see what else is here. We've got your seventh house coming up. There's that relationship. So we went from a 40 to a 45. Okay. So there's a shift. So this is, and hey, I am feeling that there's a shift. This could be anything. It could be a relationship at a job. It could be a personal relationship, a relationship with your children, with a significant other. And then here's these flowers that were on the previous one. Okay, and those flowers are like cherry blossoms, is what I'm feeling. So cherry blossoms. I just shared a beautiful message about my son's birthday and how we planted a cherry blossom tree, and they're used for a thinner coumadin. I'm feeling like there's something weighing on your heart is what I'm feeling. I really do. I feel like there's something weighing on your heart. And so what I'm getting is with these astro cards coming in, I'm getting a message, but I want to hold off, okay? Yeah, nurture. Align to the nurturing for yourself. These are black-eyed Susans. This is what I was feeling. Hi, Nadia, or Nardia. I'm sorry, I'm looking down. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, we're doing some free readings tonight, so hang on with us, okay? But I feel like here there's an alignment, okay? But this is an alignment with some clarity. Some cooperation and clarity is coming up. I'm seeing these black-eyed Susans, okay, which pairs with black tourmaline, which is really goes through your. It's like I feel like you're unboxing Pandora's box. I feel like that's something that you've been going through, Diane. And so when you do that, of course, there's all this crap comes out, right? And at this, it's like a file cabinet, and you've been going through and working through those different alchemies. So that's where I'm getting this betrayal, and this is you're aligning to this energy. Look at this. I see the full moon here. Okay. So this particular full moon, something's going to come to light for you. Okay. And something's going to come to light for you. And it's going to be like, you've seen this bow. We've got the wheat. We've got the black-eyed Susans. And it's just like this, there's this constant renewal is what I'm feeling here. Yeah. See the scythe there here? So it's like, I feel like these are going to be severed. Okay, we're going through a time where this is going to be severed and this energy is going to fall off for you. So just kind of hang tight through these next couple weeks, because I feel like there is honestly a lot aligning for you. Okay, yeah, you're wrapping up a cycle and you've been climbing this. Oh man, I'm feeling like for a very long time. I feel like you've been climbing for a long time. Saturn hasn't been helping. But I mentioned Venus is going through a transit, and guess what? Saturn is reacting because Saturn is really interjects along with Mars to Venus. And so that's why there's these energies. And look at it's like you're tuned in, but it's way back. Okay. That's what I'm feeling. It's way back. So there's something being undone. There's some clarity coming back. And this is where I'm feeling this betrayal is like way back, maybe even on that Atlantean timeline, Dan. You'll have to let me know. I don't know if you're here. I feel like you are, and that's okay. You don't have to. Yeah. Now, this is the 31. And this is what I'm going to tell you, okay? Because, everybody has a different way of going through things, but there definitely are some of us that are here that are feeling this interesting connection with our significant others. Okay, like for instance, that there may have been some betrayals, and it kind of has come out through our relationship. I've been married my husband and I have been together for 30 years, and there's definitely been some things that we've had to work out. But at the same point in time, it's like we always come together. We fly like birds of a feather, fly together. So this energy it's like I feel that this person that you might be having these feelings about potentially. I'm not really sure. It is resonating. Okay. Yeah. I'm getting though that it's actually meant to bring you closer together. Now, this is what this unconditional love is all about, and this is what I wanted to share, and this is why I feel so much kismet with you, Diane, is because I feel like you're going through something very similar to me, and it's like this unconditional love. Look at the feminine having this unconditional love for their masculine. And I believe that this is in your life, okay? And it's just because everyone's different here, but I definitely believe that some of us are here to assist the others, and that is part of our key unlocking for the other. So, Diane, I feel like this is part of that, okay? This is part of that new structure that Spirit's bringing up to you, okay? And it's like not super easy. It's not super easy to get a by with, right? Yeah. Actually, I was reading it backwards on the screen. I'm not going to read it backwards, but here it's like there's some actions overshadowing potentially the thoughts. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, Neptune. Okay. So really kind of this is talking about the trident. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So I am feeling this for you as well as for me because I feel it with you. Okay. So let me tell you this. I'm a healer, and my husband's sacral chakra was literally frozen. Do you see the trident at the top here? His sacral chakra was like frozen. I He's been having a lot of like issues, and so basically he had like a siren energy, and I feel like that might resonate. But listen, it wasn't. It has to do with some bigger universal energies right now for the masculine. It's like, yeah, I feel like I'm supposed to be helping him. Yes, Diane, I want to tell you yes, please, because a lot of people, a lot of healers say just worry about yourself. Now, listen, I'm not telling you not to worry about yourself. You first put on your mask. We're on an airplane, the masks fall, you put yours on first. But I want you to assist him with his because guess what? He is frozen and you are not alone. I've been feeling this energy with my husband as well. And so it's a mission that the two of you accepted between each other. Okay. I do believe he is your divine counterpart. Okay. I'm feeling it. And he needs your help to unfreeze and so that he can see things in a new way. So he probably relies on you a lot. I'm saying he. I'm assuming it's a he. I'm sorry. I should not assume that. Okay. So here's that last shuffle. It's the ascendant. The time is like divine timing. I really feel, and look, it's going to take you to the abundance. It's going to bring you in balance with this shift for both of you. I definitely am feeling this. Okay. I really, really am. Let's get some more information about how we can get this balance. So, how can you look at this? Do you see how it's like one hand touching the other? I mean, that's what I'm feeling. It's like he's like on the other. Look at this. Okay, look at. I took two cards. They're both for you, but hold on. I skipped one. Let's go here first. Okay, there's this Cancer energy. Okay, this is the structure that Spirit wants to talk about with you. There's this Cancer energy, and it's kind of sensitive, and there's some emotions here. And it's like, as long as we're in balance, everything is fine. Okay. But it's like, I feel like here, like, okay, do you see this growth on this side versus this side? See how it's not? See how the crab is symmetrical, but what's around it isn't. And this is the difference between you and the significant other, okay? Is like you've got the tools and you are just a little bit more in front of you've got your finger on things and he can't quite grasp it yet. So he needs your assistance with patience, with education, and more than anything that I found, Diane, belief. Because I have a feeling that this person is actually um, feeling like they want to be more, and it's very frustrating for them. This I'm a little bit different than others, but I feel that there's been energies that have tried to keep you two apart. So keep it together. Grab at what you need to stay together. Okay, this is what I'm feeling. It's going to be okay to give him a helping hand. I feel like this is him behind there. He's a little bit more in the dark. He's holding on, okay? And you're a little bit more aligned. And you've got your touch here, and it's like even though you can't get through to him in a way, I feel like you're connecting on the astral level. I feel like you're connecting in more ways than you know. And this talks about community. So he, I believe, is paying attention to you being of service to others. So this is what spirit wants you to know. Keep being you. Don't stop being you no matter what. He's bedridden right now because of a diabetic amputation. Oh, I've been doing Reiki and chakra healing on him. You've hit the nail on the head. Oh gosh, I was feeling it. He's gonna come around, sweetie. Oh, I'm sorry that's happening to you guys. And then I feel the emotions for you. And then look at right here. Just seeing it as I was getting emotional. Know that God's hand is with you both. Know that you are not alone. The angels and spirit is with you. And even though this is really hard in the physical, this is bringing you guys to a state of evolution that is really a key component for you two. This is an alignment for you two. So hang in there. I know it's hard. Oh, it's so hard when we see our people suffering. All right. The moon is coming in last to let you know that, here's a 19, which is a vibration again of a 10. So I am feeling like there's a cycle. So even though that it's kind of like this is really bad what's happened, I feel in so many ways that it's taken many moons that you guys are aligning in a way that others cannot even perceive. And look how it's freezing right here on the pink moon, on that pink moon. So just really keep your heart open and know that if he's acting out, of course you probably already know these. I could tell you were a healer. I could feel it. Um, this is an ending for you guys in a way, but it's also a new beginning. A new beginning. A new beginning of your hearts aligning together in a lot of ways because he has no choice. And this is unfortunate for some of these masculines, our divine counterparts. It's like there's nowhere to turn now, right? And in some respects, this is perfect timing for you and him to bond on a level that will just be very beautiful. I'm feeling nothing but optimism for you. So you're entering this new place. I want to read this for you because I believe it has an extra message for you. Okay, I like to read at least one card. Know that our hearts are with you, my dear, and you got this. You got this. Okay, that's fine.
Is it okay?
Okay. So, all right, we're all going to learn together, you guys, about what is an ascendant, okay? It's an entrance, okay? So it tells the story about how you walked into this life at your birth and how you walk into any new situation. It describes a door through which you see the world and the world sees you. It's a filter system, if you will, and it hints at the awakening of consciousness. The ascendant is also known as your rising sign. It describes the degree of the zodiac coming up on the east horizon at the place of your birth. Okay, so watch your sign in the cosmos. Pay attention a little bit to what's happening to your particular sign. So here's an action here. How would you see the world? Take a long look at the assumptions and the presumptions through which you filter your experience and your reality. Really look at how your privilege, trauma, certain attributes of your history can distort the reality at this moment. Do what you can to dismantle these obstructions so that you can see the whole view. Open that aperture. Conversely, looking carefully at the signals you send off, do they match your intent? Do they say you're fine when you really do you say you're fine when you really need a hug? And I feel like you do need a hug, so I'm sending you so much love and light, my friend. Are you trained to sound modest or apologetic when you really you know what you're doing? Do you act like you know what you're doing when you don't? Notice what you project onto the world and take responsibility for how you are seen. The ascendant is where you become visible. If this makes you nervous, investigate what needs to be healed or where you need to grow your confidence in order to be comfortable being seen. If you're asking about a project, look for what needs to be repaired or improved before you hold a press conference. So here's the challenge, and you'll have to figure out how this connects. I'm getting a message about how it connects, but let me read this first. The front door is only one part of a house. Be willing to look beyond appearances and into the heart, but don't count on the other's ability to do so too. And that's what I was feeling. I was telling you, I was feeling this vibration. And it's like those of us that can see things from a different point of view, it's a blessing and a curse, right? Sometimes it is just such a blessing and a curse. But here's your gift. Over time, your reputation is built on what you do, not how you look. And this is not about appearances at all. What I'm getting is maybe what I feel is happening is there's he's going through a lot of emotions and projecting on you potentially. So let's see. He's in the bedridden right now because okay. So, this is all about this is a time for you to really step into this confidence for yourself, this love for yourself, and have unconditional love for yourself, for the situation, and for your husband. And when all else fails, I actually don't even have to say this because I feel you already do it, but your prayers are heard. And not only are they heard, they have value. And so, one of the biggest things that you can do because I know you feel like you want to do something, I can feel it, is pray. Okay? Pray and allow that to bring into your balance. Give it over. Give it over because this is something that, as hard as we want to do it for them, it's like we are assisting them, but it's got to be like a mirror. Like they step up, we step up. They step back, we step back. So I hope that that really helps because this is what we don't want, right? This is what we don't want. And I feel like this is something that's been kind of getting in the way. You're so welcome. You're welcome. You are so welcome. Oh, thank you, Spirit, for needing this to happen tonight. Okay, Shamar, it's time for you. Dun, 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 dun. And then Deb. And if you're on here, and then yeah. I hope I'm saying that right. Is it Nardia? I'm going to say it wrong. So we've got for Shamar, number 1. And I'm hearing, let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. I don't know if you know that song, but the angels are here. The angels have some prayers for you. And I'm singing a song from The Sound of Music. So it's do, re, mi, do, re, mi. So what she's doing is she's teaching others to sing. And the choirs of the angels are coming here because they want to teach you how to sing as well. Because there's a frequency and a vibration in the voice. Wow, Shamar, let's get into it. So here we have, 4 shuffles, 4 cards. Okay, so we did that already with the crystals, and now we're doing another 4 and 4. So I'm feeling like this next year, this new activation is going to be really huge for you. And I wrote down solar plexus and structure. Okay? I'm still here, my dear. Oh, Deb, you're next. Okay. I knew I was skipping someone. Sorry, love. So we're doing Shamar and then we're gonna do you next, Deb. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle. We've got spiritual gifts, Archangel Raziel. Okay, now I can't even remember, but I think I told you that this guy's working with you. So if not, you've got some ancient wisdom. Literally was led to an interview with a sound healer yesterday and thought that was significant for me. No, thank you for letting me know, Miss Deb, because I was like, wow, we're getting a lot in the chat. Where is that at? So, yeah, you've got some spiritual gifts coming online, okay? But I believe Archangel Raziel is bringing this online because there's some communication that wants to happen even more. Because I have told you this before, Shamar, I feel that you were meant to create a structure, okay? I definitely am feeling that. So that's just coming up. Thank you, Archangel Raziel. He works with the Rainbow Flame as well. Yeah, study and learning. Okay, this is really, really, really something that I was feeling here. And I feel this is happening with your soul. And I love our conversations and things like that. You're really just kind of gathering and awakening. And it's happening quickly, but not too fast, which is perfect. But this is just resonating. This is where you're at right now. You're like in this little cocoon and you've got all this knowledge coming in, and look at it's just allowing your confidence. I was talking about the solar plexus. So look at how the middle book here is the yellow. So look at we've got the root chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra. It's like all these different things that we're going through. And I love these golden wings here. And look at that math, Shamar. I'm just loving that. Okay, because I know we've talked about that. So I feel like this studying and learning though is really helping you expand your confidence. Okay. And as much as I'm seeing all this, you know what I'm also seeing? Is I'm also seeing that potentially I feel that you are a teacher. I feel that in the end, you're going to be learning some things and you have a structure that's going to be emerging. See, this is the structure. It's in the background. You're not really fully aware of it yet, but you're going to actually do the same. So as I'm showing this to you, not only is this you right now, but I feel that this is other pupils in front of you sometime next year. Okay, I'm feeling that. So that really makes sense to me. Yeah, it's all about this balance. There's this conductivity going on right now. Okay, so what I mean is, okay, so this card is pretty deep. There's this mask here, and then see her silver hair, and of course she's holding Libra. So we're just a little off center, and this is not a bad thing. Okay, don't take this as bad in any way. Nothing is ever bad, but it's like spirit is working with you with this studying and learning and stepping into the structure so that you can move yourself into balance, but then you'll pay it forward and help others move into balance. This mask here, though, is what's really interesting and what I want you to do a takeaway with, because in a lot of ways you feel blinded, but also in a lot of ways it adds this element of there's like this masquerade, okay? And what I mean by that is there's a surprise. I feel that there is a surprise coming for you, okay? Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. I feel like you have a surprise coming your way. I really do, okay? Look at this. Now, this is all the feminine energy. This is all about your feminine energy. Of course, we've talked about this before. It's not about being a guy or a girl. It's just that you're really plugged in. And what I'm seeing here with this heart here, okay? Um, this is really interesting to me. I'm going to hold off on this, but I want you to remember this card because I feel like there's a bigger message here. So love and accept yourself, okay? Love and accept who you are. Know that you have some skills and that you're going to be paying it forward. And I feel like you're stepping into this pathway into enlightenment. And it's like there are some things hiding. Like see this like purple under here? So I do feel like there is some purification that's going on right now. So just really love yourself. Look at spirit is here. You've got angels. Look at four angels here. And this is that structure I'm talking about. There's a structure coming into play, and it's like it's happening in the background. You're not really aware. So if you're feeling this kind of like really interesting energy, which we're all feeling. I feel like this is all going to come together with the message today for both of you. And then look at here. Didn't even notice, but she's looking in a mirror. Okay. So look at that. We're not seeing that. We're seeing the reflection. So when you look in the mirror, there's some reflection, but it's like there's also something that you see, and I feel that this is the structure that you're going to emerge with. Okay. So I definitely am feeling a lot of this, but this is that heart awakening. And so this could be what we're dealing with first is, I know you and I talked about this, moving into this heart awakening. And this is tough because the heart awakening is really a dark night of the soul to heal the feminine. But this is the good news, Shamar. The divine feminine has been healed. And so stepping into this and really looking at the reflection and looking at life as a mirror. So what I mean by that is if you see something, okay, so like for instance, it's like you see somebody and you're like, oh man, I'm not saying you're like this, but it's we're human, okay? So it's like this is just what's coming up is like, wow, that person's really out of control, or I don't understand how you can be like that. I feel like there might be some relationships that in your life that might be triggering you. But instead of allowing them to trigger you, you can actually step into that energy more and look into the mirror and see that it's really a reflection of you that there's something in there that you see within yourself. And so this is what you can step through more. This is how you can love yourself even more. Is something that triggers you. You can stop and take a moment and say, okay, what would it mean? Like, why am I so irritated? Why am I irritated with this person's behavior? And it might be, well, it's annoying. Well, what would it mean? What would it mean if my behavior was annoying? You see what I mean? You can kind of flip it. What would it mean if someone was annoyed with me? So this is just a way to alchemize through the shadows. Okay. So I don't know if that resonates with you, but that's kind of what I'm feeling there. And then we're going to let's talk about this new structure that's coming up for you. Okay. Yeah, come on. This is your structure, my friend. Look at you. Look at you. All right. So I'm feeling that there is so much going on. Now, first of all, this mandala in the background is the mandala of prosperity. Okay. So it's just like continue to go by the beat of your own drum, step into your authenticity. So this is what the angels are doing for you right now. Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. And this is exactly how you bring yourself into your authenticity. It's called inspired action. It's not enough just to receive, but to take action, okay? So I feel like you're going on a journey, on a quest, okay? And you're going to be going through all these different little compartments and these different little exercises, I'll call them, experiences. And what this is doing is it's bringing you into your God self. It's bringing you into a higher knowing, a higher alignment. Okay. Hey, welcome. So, this is what I'm feeling. So let's go ahead and find out. Shamar says that definitely resonates. Absolutely beautiful advice. I will use it well. Oh, you're so welcome. Okay. The miracle of forgiveness. Yeah, this is the center point of that heart awakening. Okay. Now, notice the vibration here. Okay. If it feel like to me, this vibration feels really heavy. Okay. And it's like the sun is here right behind you to burn things away. You've got this flame to burn things away. And it's like, do you want to add to the fire, or do you want to let, this is really interesting, the message I'm getting. Okay. So it's like you can put gasoline on a fire, or you can allow this glow, this inner light to just glow, and allow that to be enough. So it's like I'm feeling like we're holding the torch. I'm feeling like we're holding a vibration. This feels like with a particular someone or a group of people. Keep, and he's wearing a cloak here, so definitely cloak your energy, and don't allow yourself to be thrown off with some heavy energies, okay? And I'm mentioning this because I know we've been talking about something back and forth. And Archangel Raziel's coming in. You're stepping into some gifts. The higher your illumination goes, the the more the shadow becomes apparent, okay? But it's coming forward to kind of like lead you, lead you. Does that make any sense? I believe the shadows, if you want to be like Peter Pan, dance with your shadows. They can lead you to the brightest light. And so that's like just behind you. And that's like, do you see how that's like it potentially what you're not seeing? It's like you have this vibration, you have this inner glow, but the brightest light is just about to shine everywhere. But it's like you've got to go through this initiation. He feels like an initiate. This is what it feels like, an initiation, the miracle of forgiveness. And this is definitely, my friend, this is the key to the heart awakening. The heart awakening, going from the heart chakra to the higher heart, is all about unconditional love. Okay. So I feel like that is going to be very helpful. Take a step back. Yeah, take a step back and look at some of those shadows in a different light now, is what I'm feeling, so that you can move forward in peace. And it's like I feel like you do take the higher road. It's not about that, but I feel like there are some things that are dancing side by side for you. And I feel like if you just turn and face them head on, it's going to make things a lot easier for you. Okay. Um, and really, what I'm seeing with these birds, what I'm seeing is like, we're not even seeing the whole picture here, but what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is like, this picture, you've probably seen it before. It's like a chain, and then the birds come from it. So it's like there's this letting go process, and it's through this forgiveness. It's through this forgiveness. So it's like, here's the initiate, and then it's like you're taking your walk, you're on your quest, and you're like, oh, okay, let me see what these want to do. Let me see what's going on over here. And it's like you're going to stay on path, but you don't want to ignore what's coming up to be healed. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Clear your vibes. Yeah, see, I was feeling this. There's Metatron. This is a pretty cool card for Metatron. Okay? Because he is really bringing in this magenta. And look at the structure, right? There's a structure here for you. And he works with those who carry ancient wisdom. So, this is definitely, for you, and clearing your vibration. You're so powerful, keeping yourself centered, allowing yourself to understand that you are so powerful. It's like whatever you think really manifests. Okay. You're like a manifester magnet, and this is what you're stepping into. You're not quite aware of that, but we even manifest the shadows. So if we think about shadows, like if they're resting on our shoulders, right? It's like if we feel like this heavy weight, then this is what we're going to manifest. And Archangel Metatron, he wants to come in and he wants to make you light as a feather. And that's what I was feeling on that scale, because there's that thing in Egypt. And I feel that Egypt is here. I feel that the Egyptian timeline is really important for you. And And there's so much happening there. So just really have a lot of grace with yourself and know that you're so protected, okay? You're so divinely protected. It's crazy. I can feel the angels around you. So you can call upon Metatron to clear your energy field. Okay, that's what this is saying. But I feel like Archangel Raziel is going to help you devise your own structure. Okay, but first Metatron. This is what Metatron has done for me. You and I are similar because I'm a builder too with the Rainbow Bridge. And what I did first with Metatron is I took a lot of the dark matter, okay, which is shadow energy, and gave it to Metatron to put in his cube. And like we cleared that first, and then Archangel Raziel comes in. So it's like you let go, and you're so close, Shamar. It's like you don't really have that much to clear, but Metatron wants to come in and kind of like do a clearing for you to make space for what you're supposed to learn with Archangel Raziel. Okay, so it's like just kind of doing some of this shadow dancing, right? Hmm. Because spiritual abundance is for you. Isn't this a beautiful card? It's like the pixies. I am feeling this fairy energy with you. I'm feeling it so much. And it's like, look at this gold dust, she's bringing it for you. She's bringing it forward. And look at the difference in the shoulders. Like, this is what's being highlighted. Do you see? It's like this is what Metatron's trying to say. Hey, let's clear those shoulders off. Let's douse you in the feathers. Let's let those angel wings really expand, really keeping that heart open so that you can be sprinkled with this beautiful pixie dust, this spiritual abundance. Thank you for blessing me with infinite abundance. Oh my goodness. And I'm getting a message from your angels right now. They want to remind you that no matter how bad things have ever gotten, you have always ended up in the right place at the right time. So this is a message for you, Shamar, is that no matter what, you're always going to end up in the right place at the right time, and you don't have to worry about making mistakes because there's no such thing as mistakes. We either learn, you know what I mean? If we feel like we take a left and we should have taken a right, shoulda, like watch that kind of verbiage because there's no shoulda, coulda, woulda in spirituality. But sometimes we take the longer route, but at the same point in time, I feel that that has a lot to do with you being a student. And so we either learn and we experience, okay? And so I'm feeling like you have a lot of spiritual abundance and a lot of spiritual adventures ahead of you, but definitely make sure you're cloaking. Ask your angels to cloak your energy field because I feel like you're a big energy and you may be attracting other energies to you inadvertently because in a lot of ways you're a new initiate is what I'm feeling. And so because like look at how bright you shine, and so you just naturally attract, they're just naturally attracted to you. And so this is why Metatron's coming in and saying, hey man, you got a little structure you need to put together. It could just be a spiritual structure, but I feel like you're building something more. So really pay attention to those things that really vibe with you because there is definitely some authenticity. Look at this, the four hands here at the top. I'm definitely feeling it for you. There's definitely something Source wants to come in and assist you with. So just keep yourself centered, step into your authenticity, beat that drum. The ancestors want to actually, with this drum, I'm loving that sound for you, okay? And we can even talk about that, Shamar, too. I love that. There are different vibrations and different frequencies. And yeah, this is really coming in. So really pay attention to those different levels of hertz because I feel like that could be a great way to clear vibe here. And in fact, I'm getting a message, but I want to make sure that I am getting it. Okay, so let's see. Do you work for the light? The highest light? Archangel Raziel, are you here? I felt him here with me. Archangel Raziel, I'm getting 636 hertz. 636 hertz for you, Shamar. That's what I'm getting. You can look into that. Start with that. I'm getting that that's a good vibration for you right now. Is there anything else? Okay, thank you. All right, Shamar, I hope you enjoyed that. He says, oh my God, I was making notes about working with frequency just last night. I'll show you the notes definitely. Yeah, message me and check out 636. You would probably love meeting my friend Holly. That's such a reassuring message. I'm so grateful for that. I often worry about making the wrong move and potentially suffering consequences, like I'm not being able to achieve my highest good anymore. Yeah, you know what, Shamar? Many of us are thinking that. And you know what? You're aligning yourself to a really to some soul family. I know you and I feel this connection. And, I don't think you have anything to worry about. It's just a matter of learning before, definitely what I'm going to tell all people who are awakening is some of us, and I am a product of this. There's no such thing as a bad way, but I definitely kind of took the long way because I didn't understand my gifts. So there is definitely some basics. So before anyone goes out there doing this, that, and the other, you really want to make sure, number one, that you preserve your energy, okay, more than anything. Because there are definitely energies out there that don't want us to step into our gifts, okay, you guys? And for some of you, these energies are actually at play, really trying to push you to question, to doubt. So, this is where we really have to find our conviction and find our centeredness, okay? Especially right now at this time. I would say these next 2 weeks are kind of critical for our energy. Not critical, but are for our thought patterns. We're breaking thought patterns, okay? So just use your discernment. If it doesn't feel right, Shamar, I know you're a feeler. If it doesn't feel right, do not do it. You do not need an explanation. If you're like, ooh, and it doesn't matter what it is, these are the little nudges in spirituality, my friends, that we often ignore, and it can be as very little as like a second. Don't allow that type of energy to throw you off. Okay, trust your instincts, and those of you too, those of you like I'm just gonna say like me, you big energies, you big souls, you loving empaths. There are definitely energies that want us to do for others. So there's a fine line there. We need to make sure we're doing for ourselves. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, we do for others. I'm a firm believer in doing for others. But I'm going to make sure that it's right for me first. Okay? So I think that's really good advice for all of us. Oh, you're so welcome. Yes. Many blessings to you, Shamar. Okay. All right, Miss Deb. All right, Deb. Let's find out what do the angels have in store for you. So much growth. Well, look at that. She got an 8er. Okay. Number 8's coming in. Well of Dreams is coming in. Okay, whenever I see these, it's a chakra. So I've got the Well of Dreams coming in, and it looks like it might be about that time, Deb. She's like, oh, I am an 8. That's right. She's an 8. She's a life path 8. I love that. I told Deb, she brings people together, okay? She brings people together. But I feel like there's something coming together with you in spirit in this crystallized form. So we've got our beautiful prayer cards. I love these cards. They're really deep. And Deb, these are going to connect on a different way. Deb is a student, a graduate of look at these feelings. Okay. I'm already tapped into you. Yeah, I've got all I know you've been going through it. I know there's been a lot that's been coming up. Okay. So that's telling me we're in the right place already. And it's for you. There's so many reasons for the 8s. You're linking to something Just continue to enjoy yourself. Allow yourself to just kind of flutter. I've never seen this card. Let's read it. Oh my gosh, Deb, I love these little flowers. Okay, so a lot of people think that these are weeds. Deb, do you know what these are? I bet you do. These are those little purple flowers. They look really pink here, but when I was a kid, you would pull the top out and suck on the bottom, and that was the honey. And this is where I'm getting for you. It's like it's taken a while to get here, but it's time for the honey. It's time to enjoy. Striving and pushing makes life into an endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear, and I always say divine. I'm not a big fan of the word Lord. And so, yeah, I'm feeling this, and I know you're feeling this. Is just really confirming that we're in the right place, right? But, girl, I actually feel watch the clovers, okay? I feel like potentially you could be finding a four-leaf clover. You've got some good luck coming your way. And this is also talking about the ruby and clover. That's the combination, and that ruby and clover combination is all about stepping into your stepping into this queendom. Okay. So there's this alliance here of this iris, this is talking to me about this heart and about the Middle Earth and about dragons and medieval time. So I'm not sure if that's really coming up, but if anything kind of finds that to you, there's some messages there. Okay. So let that be your good luck charm, I'm hearing. Of course, that makes sense to me because, the dragon energy. Okay. I'm feeling it. Yeah. Clarity. Looking for some clarity. And I know that that is so true. Okay. Looking for some clarity. It's like there's some information missing, there's some holes, but it's like you don't let that skip a beat, right? You keep going no matter what. Oh, I'm just shuffling here. Four shuffles. Okay. Four shuffles, three cards. Message. Skip a beat. Feel the heat between the sheets. Okay. So this is really similar to what we got the other night, too. We did pull this on an oracle. It will be interesting to see if you listen to the oracle, the Wildebeest, if you get this particular pile. So this is talking about skip a beat, feel the heat between the sheets. There definitely is, especially at night, there's a purification process happening with you. So you might be feeling, when you wake up in the morning, you might be feeling like a little, not overwhelmed. I don't want to use that word, but maybe just like a little discombobulated. And then it's like you do your routine and you feel like you're in sync. So I'm getting from spirit right now, like, don't skip that beat. Like, keep that going, that routine, because there's a lot going on at night. Yeah, okay. I was feeling that. I was feeling a lot going on at night right now. Yeah, uh-huh. And look at this hummingbird. It's like a quickening. So, girl, I don't know if you've been feeling it. This is what I felt today when I felt called to go live, is a quickening. This is that hummingbird energy. The hummingbirds, I'm like, dee, 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 flapping, 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 really using a lot of energy just to kind of move forward, right? To walk their walk. But at the same point in time, there's a calmness here because you're being nourished along the way. Look at all these poppies. There's so much growth happening from this purification. So it's like things are being burned so that new growth can emerge. Okay? I love that. Ooh, I have goosebumps. Okay, so let's see. Spirit wants to talk about bringing you in balance. Okay? So we're talking about, what did we roll first? We rolled number 8. But there's something about, oh, okay, this makes sense to me. We're talking about the solar plexus and the well of dreams. Girl, this is all about the 44 challenge for you. This is the structure that we're going into. And so this is going to be like a time where you start feeling a lot more with spirit. Okay. Remember, we were saying you're going to be stepping into something soon. And so you're going through this purification process. I feel like a tower, like there's some tower moments, things falling off so that more can emerge. And that's because you're stepping into your magic and you're stepping into your imagination. And this magic and imagination combination, this 48 for you, okay, which is all about balance. So look at that. It's a 4 and an 8, right? So I got chakra 8, and here the angels told me 4. So I'm feeling solar plexus and your well of dreams, which is a 4 and an 8. They make a 12, which adds to balance. So really the biggest message overall is about balance, okay? And that's what your angels want you to know. All you have to do is just balance. Just stay in balance because abundance is coming your way. Oh my goodness, look at the forget me nots. Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps because Deb knows. She's been in the class. She may not remember all of that, but Papa Goit, my friend, Papa Goot, goes with forget me nots. Okay? Oh, so beautiful. You have not been forgotten. Okay? It's like this is coming back for you. Divine beloved, please show me how to fully feel deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan and open to being a vehicle for abundance. Wow. And look at the cornerstone is this poppies, okay? See these orange poppies here and they're not really in bloom yet, right? Okay? So it's like right now we're purifying and then we're these poppies. Poppies are the first to emerge from things that are burned, okay? Believe it or not. So and they grow really well and they really fertilize the soil. So this is where I'm feeling it's just a matter of staying in balance, allowing what's falling off to nourish, okay? And this is like so sweet here because, okay, see these forget me nots? They're like turned away, right? But then look at this poppy that's emerging up. This is your energy. Okay? It's like this wants to take a forefront, but it's like you already have a knowing that there's something more emerging for you. And this is why you were led here. This is why you were led here. Just to confirm that. It's just confirming. I feel like this is a confirmation. Okay. You're making space. That's what I was saying. We're making space for more to come in. What do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places, or things drain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. And you've been walking this path. You have already been walking this path. Look at all this turquoise energy. This is really speaking to me about that well of dreams. So we're making space in that well of dreams. And this really had to wait for timing. You know, I've told you that we had to wait just for the right time. And it's like, look at the spark and then the snowflake, the spark and the snowflake. We had to wait for the spark before we could see the snowflake, right? And it's more than just this transformation of the butterfly. It's more than that. This is about your garden growing. This is about your spark, your dragon spirit, realizing its authenticity, realizing how divinely unique you truly are. And this is what we're making space for, okay? This is what's burning away to make that space for that because I feel like it's so big. And look there's all this energy in the background. Are you seeing it? Look over here, especially on the right hand side of your energy field. Oh, more so on the left. So you see in the background here, this is what's being burned away in the background. Okay. So, and look at the sun coming in to burn that away, right? So, what I'm going to, and this is really for everybody on here because I feel like those of you that are going to find this reading are big souls. I really feel that you're big energies. And so the sun is always going to be like, it just wants to come in every picture in a different way, right? So look at, there it is, here it is. And it's like on either side. And it's like, yes, you're going through this purification process, but then the actual sun, so it's like in as within, so on the out, right? So on the outside. So because you're such a big energy, those of you that resonate with being a big energy, we collect things, right? We just collect things. We just move and we interact and we collect things, right? So you want to take some time in that sun. Take some time in that sun. Call upon Archangel Uriel to please bring your light body into balance, because I feel like that is really important right now, especially with this purification process, because I think you're really processing a lot more energy than you think. And especially with this going backwards energy, I believe that that's affecting you. So it's like, what is that all about? We're going back to restart, right? We're going back to restart. And so as we go back, we've got a lot to burn and get rid of so that we can have a fresh beginning. And this is what I feel so much is happening in your energy. Okay, so here's the third way to stay in balance. Relationship. Oh my gosh, I love this for you. Aw, I love it. I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I mean it, fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. Abundance. So don't worry about being taken care of. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Let the worries go, because you're so powerful. You don't want to manifest those worries. If and it's okay, we're human. It's like, oh, we got to have real thing, but how can we flip it? How can we flip it and use a different mindset? Because this really has a lot to do with many things for you, okay? The calmness comes from the rebirth, okay? So this is what was on bottom. Look at that, sun is in there for you, right? Just wants to peek in those corners. The inner divine is the witness to all, remaining still and quiet, even during intense turbulence. Yes, I am feeling this. I'm feeling this energy. This card is talking about why I went live tonight. There's this intense turbulence, but remaining still and calm. So take a deep breath and say, I quiet my mind, dear God. May your peaceful calm take me over. And look at the sun, the sun, the tulips. Okay, this is talking about the heart. Got the hummingbird. There's this quickening. There's this rebuilding process, and we're nourishing ourselves. And this is really turbulent, and it's collectively happening. Okay, but for us big energies, it's really expanded. It's expanded. Why? Because we're big energies. So we're feeling that. These big energies are really feeling that. So really take that time in the sun to let that bottom, because look at this structure. You see this box here in the center, Deb? This is what's for you. To allow that sun to shine inside and out. Let that light shine so bright that it lights out and allows other seeds to grow for others. This is the type of connector you are. I've told you that. And in fact, you bring this calmness to others. And in many ways, they feel a quickening and you expand that for them. And that's just by being you, my friend. But you know what? You're exposing yourself to energies, and we want to make sure that we keep you in balance as well, okay? Because we're getting balance here. 1, 2, 3 suns. 1, 2, 3 suns. So it's like keeping yourself in balance, okay? Really important. Let's see. I so love that. Yes, beautiful. Susan says, hello, thought it was tomorrow. Hi, Susan. Okay, who's on with me still? Susan, are you still here? Is Nardia still here? Let me know if you're here. I'm doing some free readings. I'm going to do one more. I don't know who's on still. So if you're on still, thanks, Deb. I hope you love that reading. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. I don't know who's on still, so let me know. At least on Facebook I can see, but I can't see. Yes, you're here, Susan. Would you like a free reading from me? Jasmine's here too. Okay. Would you both like a reading? We'll do two more. Okay. We'll do Susan and Jasmine, and then we'll close out because I've been on here for a little bit. All right, Susan, I'm going to do you. Sorry, Jasmine, I remember you were here. Thank you for waiting. I'll do you next, okay? I promise. But I got a number 3 for Jasmine. I was already thinking, not Jas. Yes, you're welcome, honey. I was thinking Susan, and so I didn't want to mess up the numbers. So, Susan, I got number 3 here. We've got the Emergence Oracle, but we're already highlighting your solar plexus, okay? So let's see. Number 3, we're highlighting 2 things, your solar plexus and your heart chakra. So this is kind of what we're talking about right now. We're going to do the emergence. And what we heard here, a channeled message for this one, because like I rolled the dice and see, there's a little channeled message here. I got shift, overdrive. So you're feeling a shift and a shift, and it could be creating some overdrive. And that's because something new is emerging. I actually already feel it. I'm feeling you already. Definitely, Susan. There's some really fast moving energy. I'm familiar because I'm experiencing the same thing. So I'm getting a message and I just want to target in right away and make sure it's not for somebody else. Is this message coming in? Is it for Susan? Okay, so you work for the light. Now, what I'm feeling for Susan is she's going through something very similar to me. Okay. Susan, I was feeling it right away is this shift. And I'm not really sure what kind of how your spirituality works, if you're at the beginning of your spirituality, if you're plugged in, but I'm definitely feeling that there is an energy that's going backwards. Okay, that's what exactly. As soon as I rolled this die, I felt it. Okay, so one of the very first things I want to tell you, Miss Susan. In fact, let me just ask Archangel Michael. Do you want to go to Susan? Okay, I was feeling it. Susan, call upon Archangel Michael, and specifically, can you ask Archangel Michael to um, assist you with any potential siphoning devices? Is this the message? Okay. And I can help you with that, Susan, if you're like, what is she talking about? And do not be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of when I'm saying this. But it does seem that there is some energy that's siphoning your power. You may be thinking that like you're feeling exhausted. It's like there's definitely something siphoning your power. You may in a past life giving your power away. So something you came in with is siphoning off your solar plexus. So that's what I was feeling first. And I believe that you might be aware of that already. Okay. Maybe you're like, oh, that makes so much sense. Let's see. I will for sure call on him. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yep. I was feeling that. Susan, call upon Archangel Michael and specifically help. This is what I like to say. Okay. Sometimes the words are so helpful. Archangel Michael of the highest light, I call upon you to please sever with your sword of truth all siphons, implants, devices, cords, and contracts that are not of the light, that do not serve my highest good, that are inauthentic, that are artificial, or that have served their purpose. And then, Archangel Michael, please burn everything with your blue electric fire, nullifying and voiding all that I just mentioned and preventing any reattachment. So, you guys, that is a great way that Archangel Michael, that kind of covers everything. Okay. So I hope that helps. But of course, as long as you feel it in your heart, you'll find a way. But yeah, I feel like there's some energy that's being siphoned off from you. I was feeling that right away. So yeah, right away. So, you're very clairvoyant, and this is why this energy is coming in. They kind of want to keep you masked. Okay. You see the mask here. And so it's just a matter of paying attention and observing the energy. You're very welcome, my friend. You're very welcome. I too, don't let it fear you. I too, most of us have this siphon, okay? In a lot of ways, some of these energies that are confusing, siphons, implants, like there's no fear here, okay? But the reality is that we're all angels. We're all angels, my friends. And so we're very etheric and light, right? We were very etheric like angels. And so some of these things, well, not like angels, because we are angels. This is what I've been shown, and this is what I believe. And some of these things that have been done many moons ago were done to allow us to take form. Okay, so not everything is, but at the same point in time, um, some of it was done not with your highest good in mind, and some of it was done with us giving permission and giving our power away to others, and we still come with that. So I feel like there's something to be unmasked here, and I'm feeling that Athena. And so I love that because I correlate Archangel Michael with Athena. So see, I was feeling it before it came in. So that's so cool. Yeah, 108 butterflies. Girl, take this in a minute. Wow. You're definitely going through a transformation. So just allow yourself to know that there's energy swirling into you. And sometimes, especially like when we're not in our full power, it feels like it's energy coming at us. Okay. But 108 is, a lot of people say 108 chakras is what we have. It creates a mandala, it creates a flow, right? The owl is my spirit animal. Aw, I love that, Susan. That is so awesome. Okay, I got goosebumps. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Yeah, it's time to put the end to this. And I'm hearing this knowledge is really going to put a sunset to this siphoning of your power, being able to step into your power. Beautiful. The clouds are going to be shifting. But more than anything, do you see? There's like these two energies here. And this energy has made you feel like you have to keep shifting and shifting and shifting. And that's kind of the purpose of this energy, is to keep you blocked, to keep you feeling masked. Okay. So I'm actually feeling a huge expansion here is about to come for you. So yeah, I feel like this is going to make a big difference for you. We haven't even gotten the cards. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Girl, this is going to like change everything for you. Okay. I am feeling it because this is, if there is a card to show the energy that some of us are going through, this is it. We're going backwards. We're undoing all this stuff, right? So that we can go back to a new beginning. And this is what I was feeling with Deb. I was feeling it's happening to all of us, a collective energy. But for some of us, it is way back. Okay, some of us are ancient souls. So there's this unmanifest here. We're making this space. I really feel, Susan, that you have. I really feel that you have some ancient knowledge to bring forward. And so this is taking you back to discover that. Yeah, look at this. Just as I'm saying that, the teacher, the wolf, the howling at the moon, the full moon. Okay, this is the second time in this reading tonight we have gotten the full. Actually, we've gotten 3 moon cards, and all of them have been the full moon. So really really love yourself these next 2 weeks, my friends, all of you. Okay, everybody, really hold a lot. There is so much being released. Look at this. Look at all of this that is being released. And this, you see this right here, Susan, this feels like that siphon. Okay. Look at all, it's like, yeah, stop taking all this beautiful magic from me. Okay. And so I feel like you're going to be actually, I feel like you are a teacher. I do feel like you have ancient knowledge waiting for you. And so there's just energies that have been wanting to keep you. Do you see them? I see them here in the sky here. There's energies that have been wanting to keep you like running around, calling for help, and it's like it's all right here within you. Look at, oh my gosh, do you see these energies here? Okay, so these are just energies that you're so bright and you have so much to offer. Look at, they just want to keep you from grounding. They want to keep you from being grounded. So that's what's happening. I can feel it so much. Wow, I never seen so much in that card there. There is so much in that card. Oh my goodness. We could talk about this one card for like an hour. So much I'm seeing. Beautiful. So yeah, the moon energies, and hey, you know what? I'm getting a message too for all of you that are on here that haven't. I do try to send this message to make sure that you disconnect from the moon and the sun. Some of us are connected to outdated versions, and there is some like moon magic, some magic associated with the sun and the moon and the cycles. So detaching from that, let's see. I'm so ready for change. You made my day. Oh my gosh, Susan, I'm so grateful. And if you feel like you're having any issues, I mean, I know I talk about Oracle, I talk about the Rainbow Bridge class, and I feel like I don't even talk about it enough. But I am a healer. I have battled some crazy battles. Okay, but not really. I'm not a battler. But what I mean is, the Archangel Michael energy is very strong with me. So I'm a powerful transmuter. So if you have any issues, just, please let me know. Just send me a message. I'd be happy to help. And that goes for anybody. If you need a clearing, I used to do Reiki, but because of the type of energy, and this is what I'm sharing with some of you on here, your energies are so bright that I was attracting attention in a bad way for myself. So that's why I'm really familiar with these energies. And it's nothing to be afraid of, but but we need to be knowledgeable. We need to be knowledgeable that these energies are around, and they can't do anything to you. Okay. They can't do anything like to you. But they can certainly create a lot of distraction. They can create a lot of blocks. They can make you feel exhausted. Right. So, but we are stronger than these energies. Yeah, we are so much stronger. Okay. This is so powerful. This is your fifth card. So this is so powerful to go on the bottom of your reading because this is what I'm feeling. We got 108 mandalas. And what you don't know here is this is actually the second or third mandala in your reading. Are mandalas special to you, Susan? Is there something about mandalas? Are you an artist? Is this something that mandalas, have you ever created one with sand? I'm feeling there's something here, Susan, with mandalas. Could you let me know? This is another mandala. It doesn't look like it, but this is 108 four spaces in between the spider webs is negative space. And so I feel like is you're getting a save. Okay. I feel like the energy, you see all the energy below the web? I feel like that's going to be at bay. And this is what's happening with you. And you're creating a new structure going up for yourself. Let's see what you were saying about the disconnecting from the moon. Okay, Jasmine, what I was saying, some people on earlier timelines, okay, like specifically some of like the Mayan timelines, things like this, is some people did some moon magic at that time to, like, for instance, automate certain energies to happen with certain phases of the moon. So if you just set an intention with your angels to disconnect from the moon, it's not that you're disconnecting forever. You're just disconnecting to an earlier timeline, okay? Because the moon is on a new timeline, and in fact, Mother Earth, you guys, oh my gosh, she is trailblazing. I'm getting the 13th dimension now, and so a lot of people are still on that third dimension moon, and it's like this can add to the frazzle of the moon. The energies with the moon, they affect all of us. Okay, they affect water, and they affect the divine feminine, of course. But but for some of us, it can be incapacitating. So it's just a simple intention to disconnect from the moon, and that way there's no magic potentially used against humanity, used against different people, used against families that can be issued, okay, because you're disconnecting. I hope that helps. It's just a simple intention, okay? Some people did the same thing with the sun, like they worship the sun in such a way, and we bring these attachments in with us, not realizing that we just need to disconnect them, okay? Because a lot of what's happening in spirituality right now is just a deep cleansing of the lower timelines, um, so that we can continue to rise as a collective. As many of you know, we've been frozen for a very long time, and we are moving. And so Mother Earth is moving so fast, she, the cosmos want us to catch up. They don't want anything to keep us behind. Okay? All right. So, yeah, so I'm feeling this. I feel like there's something about Mandela's. Okay? Yeah, honeybee. Okay, let's get these 5 out here. So you're a pollinator. I love that. You're a pollinator and a seed disperser. So what that means is you actually help with awakening. Okay, I have done some readings with them. Girl, okay. I'm getting a yes. Let's make sure. I'm going to call upon Archangel Jophiel. Archangel Jophiel, are you here? I was feeling you. Ooh, I got goosebumps for you, Susan. Do you work for the late Archangel Jophiel? Archangel Jophiel, are Mandelas something for Susan to work with? Yeah, I'm getting a yes. This is her husband's her divine counterpart. And so this is a way that the two of you can, oh my gosh, so beautiful. I'm getting a message, Susan, that you and your husband in this work together, that you guys are structure creators, okay? You are part of the new earth. I'm getting you are part of the new earth. And the work with Mandela's will help people to step through. I was getting that. You are a seed disperser. You help with ascension. I've got goosebumps. I have my moon in Cancer, so I'm affected by the moon a lot. Yeah. And that moon energy wants to like become synergistic with you. That's what I was feeling here with this honeybee. It's like you have a very strong, this is why I said something about being siphoned, because you, the bee in itself is like the symbol of the solar plexus. Like they are so strong with their will that they fly. They're scientifically shown not to be able to fly, but they do it. They do it, and they are the key component of our food source. And so this is a lot about you. It's like nothing holds you down. You fly, you find a way through it. But Archangel Michael's saying, but you don't have to, honey. You don't have to. He wants to do something for you. He wants to help you step into this full power. Okay? Yeah, because because we need you. We need you. And once you step into this power, it's going to help you with your channeling. This is cards come through. It's kind of like my channeling card right now. There's a lot of messages that want to come through, but look at, okay, I did not see this earlier, but it's like there's something asleep within you that wants to awaken. And that's why you were brought to this reading, so that you can step into this full, so you can step into your full magic, because the solar plexus is what I refer to as mu. and it is the elemental energy. It is our magic, if you will. So I love that your husband is an artist because I feel like that is really a very good pairing for you two. I mean, what I mean is, I feel a lot of stability there for you guys, and this will help you. That type of stability will help you to because there's a call. There's something calling at you. This is you, the bat. Something's calling to you. You hear it. Hey, girl. Yeah, look at this. Look at all this abundance. Look at all this fish that wants to come to you. Oh my gosh. So much. Emergence, flow. Okay, there's so much coming together for you, Susan. So just really keep so positive because I am feeling it. Yeah, look at that. I was like, keep positive, be patient. It's like you don't see the full picture and you're meant to center in on yourself right now and let these energies to kind of fall off. Um, but definitely, a bigger picture. There's an expansion happening for you. Now, the Castrol is a type of it's a type of hawk, but it's a smaller type, not as fast as the penguin hawk, right? But it's like right now it's kind of feeling in the air. And with this coming with the bat, I got the bee, the bat, and now we've got this hawk energy. And so there's this lot of, and remember we saw that wolf like not really feeling grounded. So I feel like there definitely is some grounding that wants to happen. And this is your fifth card, the lion, the strength, and the courage. I'm going to read this for you because you know why? This card, I already know because I'm very familiar with this artist. This card, first of all, I feel like we're talking about prosperity to you. I feel like this particular deck, I mean, of course, it came up for you for purpose, but it is because she is an artist. This is her baby. And I feel like there's this energy, and it's the lion in that solar energy, right? So let's see. Let's read this lion for you. Strength and courage. I feel like it has a message for you. La 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 la. Isn't this fun, you guys? Oh, it's like a fun thing to do. I haven't done this in a bit. Been so busy doing so much sacred work, trying to make heads or tails. So know that you guys are not alone. I am feeling it too. And I'm just rolling with the punches. This actually, believe it or not, helps me feel so grounded. You guys, it's ridiculous. Okay. So there's a lot to look in here. So go ahead and take a look, see, Susan, as I read. We're talking about strength, courage, bravery, nobility, justice, bold self-expression. This archetype embodies strength and courage. The lion guides us in emotional mastery that supports an inner transformation. Yeah, I was feeling it. Commonly referred to as the king of the beasts, the lion reminds us of the regal power that might that abides within our hearts. While it's the male's lion's duty to protect and defend the pride's territory, he never fights for the sake of fighting. He is observant, stealthy, precise, and devotional to his tribe. The root of the word courage comes from the French word cor, C-O-R, which means heart. We courageously journey along this evolutionary path. The lion reminds us of the challenges that get revealed along the way are there in support of your growth. So, just sharing, Susan, with you about the fact that Archangel Michael wants to help you with that siphon. This is actually stepping into a mastery position for you, and it's actually going to allow and support further growth in this department for you, so to speak. The lion mirrors the strength, the integrity, and the willpower. I love that. We're talking about the will. We're talking about you. We're talking about your spirit. Okay? I feel like you have had some obstacles, but these obstacles, I feel like they've always been with you. I feel a kismet with you. And I'm getting a message that everything's been learned from these, and it's time to step into this spirituality, this king, right? This king, which is which rises to meet the queen. And that's really what I'm feeling is so happening with this solar, like what we're talking about, stepping into your full power. And this is what it's going to lead to. Remember, we're talking about shift, overdrive, right? So it's like you might be having not a different problem, but it's just like, oh, now I'm stepping into my power and it's going to flood in. So make sure you keep a notebook around, okay? Because I feel like there's going to be so much coming in for you. And make sure you can commit to courageous action. If there's a project or conversation you've been putting off, where have you been avoiding or playing small, potentially out of fear? Instead of shaming or criticizing the fear, recognize the need to allow fear to stop us from moving forward. Take your power back. Yeah, feel the fear and do it anyway. Oh, such a beautiful reading. I hope that you love that. So beautiful. I wish you nothing but the best, my friend. I hope that resonated. Okay, Miss Jasmine, let's do you. And then Jolene, I said I was done, but you know I got to do you, girl. It's been a while. Jolene's one of my here at Soul Expansion Guidance, you guys. She is incredible. Look at this, number 8 for you, Jasmine. Let's go ahead and figure out what's going on. But right away, this is coming up about your 8th chakra, okay? So I'm getting the Well of Dreams, okay? Definitely. So we've got some wild offering cards coming forward from you, okay? A little bit coming back from the Hindu traditions. So let's go ahead and shuffle in your energy. And the message here, we're going to do 4 shuffles, 3 cards, okay? So I was feeling this. We got a 4 and an 8. And this is so funny because, well, of course, we've gotten this for somebody else. So here we go. Skip a beat, feel the heat between the sheets. So I can definitely tell you that there's magic at hand. There's some purification going on, Jasmine, some deep purification. A lot of this is probably happening at night. You might be sweating at night. You might be waking up in the middle of the night. And the angels want you to know, don't let it skip a beat. Don't let it get you in your head. This is happening for you. Okay. And in fact, we're going to do 3 cards because this energy wants to bring you into balance. Yes, Shamar, we love that song for Jolene. Okay, so I did do a shuffle and I'm getting health at the bottom. Jasmine, I just want to know. I'm not feeling it, but I actually have a question. I'm kind of in the middle. Do you have some health concerns? Can you let me know? Because I'm feeling if you do that wants to maybe be come up. Okay, yeah, I cut to courage right away. I've got these sunflowers, black-eyed Susans, right? And it's kind of, this is what I'm feeling. It's like you're going through this process. So you have this purification happening at night. And then what I feel like is happening during the day is these situations are kind of coming up abruptly, like out of nowhere. And they're coming up. And guess what, Jasmine? They just want to be released. They're coming up to be released. This is a combination of what's happening with that purification process. So please just be courageous. The biggest message I'm getting already for you is to not allow yourself to be swallowed into the overthink. Susan says, yeah, love you so much. Love and light. You know what, Susan, saying back to you. And keep me posted on those Mandelas because I feel like there's something there for you and your husband. I can't wait to hear about it. Thank you so much. Okay. So, but yeah, so just continue to be really courageous. Don't allow, if anything, just be in your power. Okay. Take your power back as much as you need to. I think it's about my mental health. Okay, girl, I was feeling that so much, but I wanted to ask first, okay? I just want to, you know what? I want to go ahead and let you know this is what I was thinking is that you've got a lot of frazzling energy. This is this energy that's being burned off. There's a lot happening in the background, okay? So I am so happy you found yourself here because I want you to really understand that your angels brought you here so that you could hear this magic that this is for you, okay? So it's all about calming that overthinking, okay? So what you can do to really calm that, something that I like to do every morning, every night if I need to. It just depends on the energy because this energy is kind of frazzly and it's kind of grabbing at you and it's making you potentially overthink because you're sensitive. I feel you're a sensitive. I feel that you pick up on nuances, and I want to tell you. Let me clarify because I just want to be able to tell you is Jasmine. I'm feeling. Do you work for the light? Yeah, I want to ask Archangel Raziel, particularly. Archangel Raziel, are you here with me? He's here. Do you work for the light? I feel like Jasmine. I feel like Archangel Raziel wants to work with you. I'm getting a yes. Okay, I was feeling that. So I don't know if you're working with Archangel Raziel, but he wants to work with you on how he wants to teach you on overcoming that overthinking. He's been trying to come in, but there's energies. Yeah, there's energies that have kind of been in the way. And so this is, of course, happening for her. Yeah, this is happening for her. And I want to teach you a grounding technique because I think it's really helpful. Like I actually feel like you actually go out in nature a lot, Jasmine. But you need something more, and that's the visual for your inner world. And so you can just take some time to really, and it's not about the words. You don't even have to use words. You can just breathe. But I like to put my hands here and imagine or even say that I'd like to send my spark of light down to Mother Earth, all the way down to her crystalline grid, and merge your light with Mother Earth and bring the light up to your heart center to balance everything on the way. Okay, you take your time when you're doing this and really breathe. And I'm actually going into my pillar of light while I'm talking to you. And then when you feel her energy come up, and you'll feel it, Jasmine, you'll feel it. You're sensitive. Okay, don't worry about what you're seeing. Okay, because potentially there's some chakras that are off. Don't worry about what you're seeing. Worry about what you're feeling. Okay, and really bring that here and hold and just hold here, and then you're going to take that spark up all the way up to plug into source, and you're going to do the same thing. Bring his energy, the masculine energy, down to your heart center to balance everything on the way, and then really allow these energies to merge. And then this is my favorite part. I like to kind of lock it in, especially when I'm really um, feeling ungrounded. Is I'll kind of like do this kind of thing. I'll go down with my finger and up, down. I like to go in a figure eight. Do it as much as you need to. And then you can open up, open your wings, spread your light, and then lift it above and allow the pillar of light to go through your energetic field. And what this does is this brings you into a really peaceful grounding, okay? And right now the energy is off the hook. So you can also call upon Archangel Sandalphon as well to ground your energy. He'll actually take you right into the earth. Okay? Two different techniques for you. All right? I hope those helped. Okay? Have the courage. Don't doubt yourself. Look at this. Your angels are coming forward for you. Don't doubt yourself. Be courageous. You're going through a transformation, okay? Companionship. You know, a great way to ground and to get out of the mental chatter is to release it. So if you don't have a friend or someone that you can chat with that you feel, you don't have to do that. You know what a great companion is? A ja- is a journal. So when you take your pen and you ink into something, that is a manifestation into the earth plane. You're bringing the thoughts from here to here. And that is what we like to call, one of my friends calls it a brain dump. And that can really change everything for you. Okay. And you don't have to judge what's coming through. Oh, I'm feeling so frazzled. Man, and you just let your pen write. But what I do want to encourage you to do, Jasmine, when you're doing that, is what can I do for myself, for my heart to be happy? What would make my heart happy today? Okay. So try to see if you can get in a little bit of a journal routine, and don't judge yourself if you're not sticking to it. See if it works for you. It took me a while to become a journaler. Gosh, now it's like a daily practice. I feel like um, something I feel with you, Jasmine, and I want to tell you is you're actually you're actually like a mentalist, okay? So this is where you're meant to be in your mind, but not stuck in your mind. We want you to be in balance, okay? So it's okay to be in thought, but we want to bring our energy here. Not, we want to think of our energy in our heart, not in our mind. So I hope that helps. Okay? Yeah, some time alone. Okay? Some time alone is really coming up, some time to ground, some time just for you. I feel like just you and your journal and like coffee or a nice warm drink and a cozy blanket, I feel like is really good medicine for you right now. I really do. So let's see. Oh no, we're doing four shuffles. Let's do one more. So there we go. On the bottom, your angels want you to know we've gotten all that out of the way because this is where you're meant to be. They want to come in and be able to chat with you and let you see the song, let you to know that you're meant to buzz around, okay? So positivity. If you can even find one thing, just one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, even in the hardest of situations. So if you're going to look back, okay, because sometimes when we get in our head, it's like we look back a lot, right? But that's okay. Look back and say, oh man, I'm so grateful that this person did this for me. Or, man, I'm so grateful I got on this reading today. Or, just find one thing. And also, another thing that will help anyone that's here listening, when we get in our head, which, it happens to the best of us, it really happens to everybody, is sometimes a great way is to take your attention off yourself and put it on someone else. So sometimes just getting involved, Jasmine, maybe some volunteering, something not even non-committal, just maybe one thing might put some things in perspective, give you some new people to chat with, kind of for you to see things in a different light. Okay, that's another tip that's coming up. Look at that. We've got some truth here for you. Look at those birds. Same bird. You see it? It's the same exact bird. It's like we want you to look forward and not looking back. Okay. So there's some truth here. When everything is done as an offering, Even the act of speaking, you get shown when to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. When you do the talking, dear God, take me over and speak through me. And I do feel the angels are wanting to connect with you. There's a structure they have around you, okay? They want to see you bloom, they want to see you shine. And so just calling upon them is enough because they can't really come in and assist you unless you ask them to. Your sanctuary is coming up, a safe place for yourself, a safe haven. And I'm feeling inside. I'm feeling inside. Some meditation. Okay. The pansies, they like to talk about being courageous. Excuse me, courageous. And in sanctuary resides
Hi.
inside of you. It's my husband.
Hi, husband.
My family's probably like, when is she coming out?
Well, keep staying here.
I'm coming out. A sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath. Enter and sit at the throne of your own heart. What a beautiful card. What a beautiful message. So I feel like there's this time that you just need to take for yourself, right? And look at that. I love that you're laughing. My husband came in, and of course, there's a reason for that. Maybe you feel that there's some interruptions, and maybe you feel. I'm not really sure what's going on in your life, my dear, but maybe I feel like maybe a lot of people need you, and so maybe it's hard to get some of your own time, and this is why we get in our head, is because maybe. Because it's what I'm seeing, like this rising through the muck, right? For this transformation. But this muck is like, I feel like there's a lot of people that need energy from you, okay? And it's like, but you need to nourish yourself first, right? You can only step forward for others. You can only give when your cup is full. So this is really talking about taking the time to fill your cup, allowing your spirit to rise before you can give to others. So I am with unlimited love beyond all seeming restrictions of age. I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for the divine Shakti. And I feel that. I feel the sunshine. I feel that this is what Spirit's saying here is this is your authenticity, is that you are meant to exude and shimmer this light with this flutter. You have this flutter about you. I feel it. I can feel it. But it gets shut down when we get into that. You know what it is? When we get into that space where we think too much, right? Yeah. So it's okay. Just shut that light off for a bit. It's okay. That's a great thing. You can even use that as a switch. Just shut those thoughts out. What can you do? Breathe. You can go into nature, watch a funny movie. The power of the mind is just unbelievable. But I think journaling will be really helpful to bring you into balance. So I hope that this helped you find some positivity today and it really helps you in where you're at. And, hey, girl, I was just in my head like 3 days ago. So it happens to all of us. And the energy definitely, I feel, is really part of that for you. Okay. So really think about what we said about detaching from the moon and from the sun, because I feel like you're very sensitive and you pick up on a lot of energies of others around you. And that kind of is what makes it a little confusing. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to do one last one. Thank you for anyone getting on here. This was so fun. We're going to do it again. I promise. I was feeling the need to go live. We're going to end with my soul sister, Jolene. She did a beautiful reading this morning that I loved. Go check it out, you guys. It was so good. And look at, there is, dun, 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 an activation for you, Miss Jolene. Jasmine says, thank you for the message. I'll pick up journaling. Yeah, and be patient with yourself. But get a fun journal. We'll see you soon, my friend. Okay, Miss Jolene, I'm doing 2 shuffles, 1 card, and this is what I got for you. Balance from the top down. Step into your potential. Goosebumps. Goosebumps. So, first of all, okay, Jolene, you know, girl. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we've got that Seraphim Gateway, that Seraphim energy, the evolution continuously toward the Seraphim. And this is just another initiation towards that. And look at our other favorite thing, the Emerald Tablets. And combined with the message of today's message, okay? Today's message, if you didn't watch the collective message at the beginning, I did do a collective message, a daily insight. And the message is really about those of you stepping into the Atlantean energies. So hold on, Jolene, because I know you got on a little late. And for those that got on a little late, it's okay. Like there's no judgment, but I want you to know that there is this energy, this cobalt aura wanted to come up, and it speaks about the star of creation, ancient light codes in your memory banks. These codes have a new potential that is yet to be realized. They are placed deep in your memory banks during the later stages of Atlantis to await activation this lifetime. The star of creation has the ability to restore what you have forgotten, to remind you of your Atlantean light. And that just seems so perfect, okay, as we see the Emerald Tablets, which I'm just getting as like this Caduceus. Okay, I'm just feeling this expansion on the whole Caduceus here. Okay, so let's see what activation wants to come forward for you, Miss Jolene. All right, on bottom, the Sword of Light. Okay, beautiful card. There's Archangel Michael's sword, right? Divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. Yeah. So this really goes with why I was felt called to share about the Atlantean. So it's like we're finally pivoting through. There's this solar energy, this golden energy that wants to come through for you, Jolene. So let's see what card's coming up for you. I'm just taking time because she's one of my soul sisters. She's definitely an oracle herself. We read for each other. And what's being highlighted here is your sacral inner space. Okay, so I'm going to read this for you. Sacral chakra, tenderness and sensuality. Of course, I'm laughing because, I always joke with her how she's got her bedroom eyes. And I love your hair, by the way, girl. I'm loving it. Okay, just wanted to tell you that. Okay, so let's read about this because there is a message for you. Of course. Okay, alphabetical order. Bear with me. Yes, I'm coming, fam. Okay. All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for getting on with us. I will be doing a meditation tomorrow for the Smoky Quartz and Hawthorn. So I did post it on the community board. I'll post it again tomorrow. I would love for you all to come join me. It's going to be so amazing. I already know it. Okay. So here we go, Miss Thing. This is your activation at hand for you. Of course, you're familiar with the sacral chakra. I'm just going to read the whole thing because, hey, there's something in here for you. The sacral chakra is found below your belly button, and it's the energetic space that governs your reproductive system, and all forms of expression are connected to it. Everything from sexuality to our capacity to express the tender, more sacred part of ourselves is connected to this chakra. It's governed by water, so it helps us to move with the flow of life in order to express our most authentic self. This card transports us to the sacred inner space. It shows an inner temple with flowing water and lots of soft colors coming from a blooming lotus. This encourages us to see our sacred parts, as beautiful energetic gateways through which we can express and manifest pure life force. So, to connect, you can visualize a drop of divine light from the heart of the universe washing over through your girly parts. Reconnect with this energetic space and recognize that this is the space of divine power. And of course, I know you're already aware of this beautiful power here, but there's a message here. You're being guided to the gateway of your sacred self. This is the opportunity to recognize that there is a more tender and more vulnerable aspect you're being okay, wait a minute. Aspects of your being. I'm sorry. I'm just like thrown off here and I'm loving it because of what I'm about to read. So hold on. Let me start that sentence again. This is an opportunity to recognize the more tender and vulnerable aspects your being holds keys to the great power. I love that it's talking about the keys. Okay. Honor the sacred within. Reclaim any parts of yourself that have been disconnected from or abandoned. If you want to experience more love and belonging, look within. There's a huge lesson in finding love within yourself. Realize the false narratives that have been floating around your energetic field, stories that have discouraged you from expressing yourself. I'm like not resonating with any of that part for you, but I am resonating with the keys. You may even have told yourself you may have been lied to or told yourself you're not beautiful. This card is here to remind you that you are beautiful and more and importantly, you create beauty in the world. Recognize you hold the power of the universe within and that you will find your flow. You know, some of this applies to you and some of it doesn't, because I would say out of all of my friends and those of you that run over to Soul Expansion Guidance for today's daily reading, you will hear it in her voice. Jolene is definitely, she knows she's blue for me. She's very calming for me. But, I'm getting a message here about you're this for everybody else. And so this is unlocking some divine power and connection for yourself, a deep message for you that you always step into the light for everyone else. And now it's time for the light to really, like, I feel like it's so crazy, you guys, because I feel like this is her. Like I see it, but I also see like a gateway here, and that pathway, that seraphim pathway that we were seeing, and it's like there's codes. You see these codes, light codes coming in, and it's like this is the divine timing. This is an unlocking. There's like a key, and I feel like it's been unlocked. And I feel like it's going to allow this emergence of all these ideas and a real big expansion in your creative power. Okay. So I hope that resonates with you. But also, there's also something else. Like, do you see this energy coming up? Like, it's grabbing me right here. And this is really talking about your third eye, because there's definitely a link between our creative spark, our sacral, and our third eye. There's so many links between all of our chakras, but definitely there's something about an expansion of your vision. So of your trident here. And I think you're stepping into your crown. Okay. I don't know if you resonate with that. Actually, I don't want to say crown. There's an expansion in the soul star. That's what I'm feeling. But, it's because that this is kind of stepped aside so that you can emerge through. And so there's some clarity, some vision, and some focus that's coming to the forefront. So I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope it resonates. That was a shorter one, short and sweet. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope that you will come join in for this beautiful attunement tomorrow. And keep watch as Deb and Holly, who are the students in my latest class, we're going to go live and talk about this Rainbow Bridge program. What is this Michelle's always talking about? Well, if you want to experience an attunement, it's a meditation, okay? We won't be putting them in your chakras. That's part of the class. But I always take a moment to highlight that the smoky quartz, which pairs with hawthorn, is coming up specifically at this time to really help with these energies. Okay, I'm trying to get, there's these energies that you've got a lot about this mask energy, right? About this mask. And so this smoky quartz in hawthorn is really going to allow us to emerge and really kind of wipe the slate clean with these energies that are really kind of keeping us feeling like inauthentic, okay? Kind of grabbing at us. So I hope that you join us. It's going to be at 9 o'clock tomorrow night on Zoom. Okay, so that way we can get together and see each other's faces. Thank you so much again. Beautiful divine work. Oh, I feel so blessed. And I feel blessed to go on here. And I want to say thank you. But now I'm going to go back to my family. Okay. Until next time, you just never know what this crazy lady's going to do. So I'm going to do this again soon because I think I'm going to go with the energy. But I think tonight it was needed. And I'm so grateful to be of service for those of you that came here and showed up. Okay. Because I feel like you really needed it. And I needed it. I needed it too. Okay. We'll talk to you all soon. Bye.